Alright guys, this is Jason with FPVMODEL, and today what we're going to do is we're going to give you a look at the newest set of race gates that we have. We've had some customers asking us to make a few changes. Some of the major changes they've been asking about is the price difference, and they've been asking us if we can make a cheaper gate. So what we've done here is we've made them a little bit smaller and yet keeping the opening about the same size that you actually fly through. And basically this kind of cuts down on weight, which is good in a couple of reasons. Good for you if you're out lugging these things around to set them up in a field. Also good for the shipping, so it helps cut down on the shipping charges some and allows us to send a little of the savings over your way too. So let's go ahead and open up this gate and see exactly what it looks like inside whenever this arrives at your house. And then after that we're going to set these up outside and kind of give you a little comparison of these versus the old model. So let's go ahead and open these up and take a look at the inside now. So as you can tell, they do come with a bag, and it's all relatively simple. Now, if you've actually seen the old gates before, this is the new model, and just by looking at it, you can tell that there's a lot less material, and you'll get a better idea of that once we take these outside and set them up and show you what they look like. So, first, let me move this out of the way. These are going to be your basically your little mounting stakes. These are just aluminum material. These are going to slide into the ground and hold your gate in place. And just like with the other gate, you are going to get a few tent poles. Actually, with this new one, I believe you only get one, and these just have the elastic band inside, and they just kind of snap together in place. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and move these outside, set them up, and then give you guys a comparison of this newer model versus the older model. And now once you get this these aluminum stakes set up in the ground, we'll run you through the process of how to connect it. But basically this little L shape here is going to be the adjustment you make. For this little snap clip that will lock it in place. So we'll go ahead and move outside and then show you how they look. Currently it is raining, so hopefully it's not raining too heavily, and we'll be able to get these set up rather quickly. So be back in just a moment. All right, guys. So we've got both gates set up now. With them set up, as you can see, they're about the same size. So we've got the newer model that's a little bit cheaper over here, and we have the other model here that was the original model we made, and it's better in strong winds. It stands up on its own, but as you can see here on this particular model, we do have eyelets, and you can tie some guidelines down onto this and bring off to the side just in case the wind's blowing enough that it wants to blow these back. So when it comes to setup, it's actually relatively easy. As you can see here, there's only two stakes and one, basically just a tent pole that runs through the outside of this gate here. So whenever you go to set up, you only need to lock into here and put two of the tent stakes up in order to lock it into place. Whereas this particular one over here, you have this outside pole, you have two interior poles, and then you have 1, 2, 3 stakes on each side. So this one's a little bit more compact, a little easier to take around with you, and since we're actually using less material on this, it's quite a bit cheaper too. So just something else for you guys to look for whenever you're looking at the gates.